Ben Roethlisberger is going to be your quarterback next year. A lot of people in Pittsburgh seem to be kind of having mixed emotions about this. You are absolutely obsessed with this move. You love everything about it.
Yeah, I don't know why people are so upset if you're a Steelers fan potentially. I mean, I watched every single snap that last year, and I don't think Ben was the issue at all. They had a 30-second run game. The O-line stunk. They had a junior varsity offensive coordinator. When Ben called plays, the offense was fine. I mean, he was still slinging it around. Did his arm deteriorate a little bit? Yeah, but he's not Drew Brees, who we started on this thing 4 years ago that his arm was dead. I just don't see who that you could get, like, that would be better or give you a better chance to win next year than Ben Roethlisberger, especially if he's going to get his salary down to some $27 million. That's around where Tom is. I'm not saying Ben's is at Tom's level.
But got it.
Tom's cap hit is 28 this year.
Really? How come?
I don't know. His cash is 25, but his cap hit's 28. I was just looking at it. So Ben's
because he's won so many Super Bowls.
Ben's
like, well,
below.
if you're going to pay this guy.
Ben would be below him, below Goff, below Garoppolo, right around where like Carson Wentz, Garoppolo's at. So like, I mean, I just don't see.
Who's the better option?
Correct.
Dewey Haskins.
Yep.
Yeah. He's potentially sitting in the wait to be the Steelers' future. People are saying that the Steelers should potentially think about either drafting Najee Harris, the running back that is joining us here in about 8 minutes because the run game was so bad last year. Now, was that James Conner's fault? Was that Benny Snell's fault? Was that the play strategy fault? Potentially, maybe also the running back. So they bring a new offense coordinator, but he's hired from within, right? So it's basically the same goddamn thing. So maybe a new running back would be a thing. But a lot of people in Pittsburgh are like, we're going to have to think about this quarterback position going further. You got Ben on a new elbow. What if he comes out and plays his best football next year and wants an extension just like Tom? Could happen. Nobody knows. I like to hear that there are Steelers fans, though, who have realized, like, is there a better option than Ben Roethlisberger right now?
I mean, yeah, like, imagine if this would have happened. Say they would have like said, "Hey, Ben's coming back after week 11." Everyone would be like, "Okay, cool, 11-0, that makes sense." The end of the season was so terrible that's why it's being questioned at all. I just hope we could get the first 11 weeks versus the last.
Steelers are a bit dramatic, it seems like, but whenever you're winning games and you're in a spotlight and in a fishbowl, that stuff's going to happen. Juju wants to be a Pittsburgh Steeler for life. Yes. Bringing back Ben Roethlisberger means Juju probably going to be back as well. Those two kind of come together as a pair. Let's go, Juju. Juju, Corvette, do what you got to do, Juju. He's potentially coming back. Steelers can't wait to keep an eye on that over the next couple of weeks. They're going to have to restructure Roethlisberger's contract. Both sides have agreed that we get creative with this thing. Let's just go ahead and play football. Ben's already made enough money, and he's right with the Lord. What is really more money into his bank account when he could fill those with potentially Christ chips?
He does have to give his tenth to the
tithes.
Tithes.
So you lower the contract, you lower your tithes potentially. So maybe he's thinking long term, I've already given enough to the Lord. But has the Lord given him enough in return? I would assume he thinks in abundance. We will find out.
Ben's always got one more round in him.
He does. Yeah. He's had a lot in the chamber for a long time. We'll see how he goes.